Hey guys, I'm back with another video. So today I actually have some notes here that I just want to go over. Um, I wrote this when I was like super tired. So let me just read them. Let's just get into it. We're going to talk about why you're afraid of life. As a man, of course. As a woman, maybe this might correlate to you, who knows? But we'll see. Anyways, let me just get into it. So the first things first, it says I love you. I don't know why it says that, but I think that was like I wrote that another time. Another thing, it says click the like button and hit the subscribe button just because. And comment down below if you've ever been to World of Coca-Cola. Just comment anything, actually. It doesn't matter what you comment, but make sure you hit the like and subscribe button. Like and subscribe. Okay, cool. So, why you're scared of life? You think you won't survive out there or thrive. You're being taken care of right now. So basically what that means is you probably live with your parents, and this is for younglings too, or this is for people that still haven't got out of the house or they're still working. So you haven't quite left your parents' house yet and you're still being taken care of. And being taken care of by your parents is great because you don't have to necessarily focus on rent or food or just liabilities in general. Liabilities meaning like your car insurance or stuff that you have to actually spend money on, like toilet paper, car insurance, utilities, like water and food and all that, like all that stuff, utilities and stuff. Food isn't utilities, but my point being, all of that is taken care of by your parents, by your mom or your dad, and you've got a roof over your head. Now, you you live in the jobs that you work at. So basically, your boss is taking care of you as well. Your company is taking care of you. You're basically living day-to-day life on repeat. So say if you do live with your parents or you don't, you go to work and the company is now taking care of you. Your boss is now your dad, basically. You basically look up to him or you hate him, you despise him, whatever, it doesn't matter. He's your daddy boss. The thing about that is your company's taking care of you. You're working for a paycheck, meaning you've already developed the skills or whatever necessary skills you need to get by in that job. So it's really important that you always switch jobs because you're going to learn how to do that job on repeat. So whatever that job's unique skills are, that's the only skills you're going to have for 7 years. And that's really dangerous because you're only learning those skills and you need to get out there. Because when things become repetitive, people become complacent. So you need to be able to actually know how to create that thing the very thing that the system that you have, you need to know how to create it. So you're not actually staying at that job for so long. You're scared of relationships. Wait, what? Hold on. Again, I wrote this when I was super tired. Hold on. You're scared of possessions you own? Even the life you live, you have the time you waste. You're scared. Even the time you waste, you're scared of losing those things. So, if I can remember correctly, because again, I was really tired when I wrote this. I'm guessing what I was saying is you don't actually want to try because you're scared of failing. So you're scared that being in a relationship, says here, you're scared of relationships. You're scared of the fact that you're going to put yourself out there and you're going to get rejected, or you're not going to feel the same way about them. And that's really scary, so you never actually do that. And hold on, just need to see if this thing's recording. Yeah, it is. Okay, cool. Hit the like button. Hit the like button. I need to tell people that. Hit the like button. Please hit the like button. If we can get this video to 10 likes, I will do a handstand in the next video. I don't know how to do a handstand, but I'll learn for the next video. Let's see. So relationships. Again, people are just scared to be in relationships because they're afraid of the relationship failing, or not reciprocation, or no reciprocation towards the other person, or the person towards them. Let's see. I don't know why I said you're scared in your possessions. I don't know what that is. You don't even know life, even your own life. So it says even your own life. So basically, you're scared of wasting time on something like relationships, trying something new, because you're scared of you wasting your time on doing that. So you end up scrolling on social media or something to kind of numb yourself, so you don't actually have to think about that. Because for some weird reason, it's like, oh, it's not a waste of time to listen to like an hour of Gordon Ramsay roasting people when they're trying to cook them food, but it's a waste of time when you're trying to work on a business or something, because you know, or you think you're going to fail on your business that you're starting. So that's why people are scared of wasting time in that sense, meaning working on a business, or, you know, learning a new hobby or skill, because they think they can't actually do it. The the time you waste, you're scared of losing these things. Your risk is vast while reward is subadequate. So yeah, basically it's going to, it's lacking reward. So instant gratification, instant dopamine, hippocampus type shit. I don't know if I said that correctly, but you're afraid to lose all this. Your biggest fear of all is not being able to create the life that you desire. So basically, the life that you desire, just kind of imagine that for a second. What is the life you desire? You don't know, so you can't create it. But even if you do know, like you want to, okay, let me just say, American dream, you want 3, 4 kids, a picket fence, a house, a barbecue every weekend, a nice car, and a good job, and just a overall good life, vacations. You're just think of anyone but you. That's what you want. The anyone but you lifestyle. What is anyone but you? That Netflix show. That the girl who played in Euphoria plays in there. Go watch it. It's really good. But just think of that lifestyle. That's the kind of lifestyle I want. That's the kind of lifestyle that a lot of people want. And you're afraid because you're like, how can I create that? My parents aren't like that. That is not realistic. Can it be created? It can, but how are you going to create it is what you're thinking. That's why you're scared. Because you're thinking you cannot create that. That perfect life, a lot of times cannot be recreated because that's not reality. Reality is just an illusion, though. Reality is subjective to a lot of people. So you can create it. You just need to have the means to create it. Now, hold on. My eyes are closed because I was imagining how how good life would be if I were in anyone but you. Desire, your ability to perform, create, and build a better future for yourself. Yeah, like I said, being able to create a future for yourself, being able to build or create or being able to build your creations further. So say you created such a life for yourself that right now is really, really, really hard, but eventually you're building it up to your future, which is anyone but you, which is basically the lifestyle that you want to live, the anyone but you lifestyle, where you get to go on vacations, you get to work at home from your computer, you get to have coffee every single day, you're not working a blue collar job, you're in shape, you have a whole bunch of loved ones surrounding you. Like, for example, just me. I've always been in a dysfunctional family. I've always been out of shape. I've always been I haven't really been loved. I haven't had a lot of money. So it's never too late to change that. It's never too late to turn around and walk the other way, to actually put in the hard work, to actually think about your future, to actually work towards that. And a lot of people, they don't actually work on the three things. They just work on the one, and that's cool and all, but if you just work on getting money, or you just work on staying like healthy, or you just work on relationships, you have to work on all three, but one of them can be the main priority. Don't just work on one of them. You have to work on all three. You have to work on your body. You have to work on relationships. You have to work on riches. Because if you don't, then one of them is going to struggle later on in life, and you won't be able to change, you won't be able to turn that around, because eventually it will be too late. And that's not to scare you, but it is true. They say that it's never too late. After a certain period, it is. Like, if you wait too long to invest in your 401k, you're not going to have as much. Then, whereas if you invested in your 20s, you would have had a lot more. Or dating in your 20s. The 20s is like the golden years of your life, but it's also the worst, and it also determines your 30s and your 40s. So it's really important that you just balance it. But also, a good rule of thumb would be to do like the 80-20 rule, where it's like 20% fun and then 80% hard work, or 20% fun and efficient hard work. Not being able to create, build a future you desire, your ability to perform and create and build a better life, a future for yourself. So it feels impossible until you actually do it. So until you actually do it. So yeah, it is possible. And a lot of people think it's impossible until they actually do it. And then they start to realize that their dream wasn't actually a dream, it was reality. And their whole life just gets turned right side up. I would say upside down, but their whole life gets turned right side up, and it's for the better. Like, they start to realize, like, hey, I can actually do this. I'm actually capable. I didn't think I was capable of doing such a thing. And it's like, wow, I can actually do that thing. It is possible. Like growing a YouTube channel, growing a TikTok, actually being able to sell stuff on TikTok, being able to make money online. A lot of people are they're in the scarcity mindset, where it's like, oh, I work at this job. I'm ugly. Nobody thinks I can't get women. I can't get men. It's like, oh, I'm, I'm, I'm nothing. But then they start to realize, when they actually start to put in the work, hey, this is actually it's possible. I just need to show up every single day. A wise man once said, every day, fuck, how did the saying go? Doing it every day is hard, or Every day gets easier. You just have to do it every day. And that's the hard part. I think that was a quote by somebody. I keep on forgetting that one. I need to memorize it. Let's see. Let me try and hurry this up. Build a future for yourself, and it feels impossible until you actually do it. But you don't want, you're always thinking how you can do it and create. Well, I can't even survive out here. So basically what I was saying is you say you actually do it, but you don't because you think it's impossible because you can't even survive right now. So basically you're not really thriving and you're basically just surviving day-to-day life. You're burnt out because you have a 9 to 5. You're burnt out because your relationship right now is not that great and your body kind of sucks. So it's really important to get out of that mindset because the more and more the job that you're in, try quiet quitting. The relationship that you're in, try working on it or leave completely if you're not getting satisfied. I know it hurts, but you have to take that risk. Being alone sometimes is better than being in a toxic relationship. You're afraid of the. You're afraid nothing. You're afraid nothing else. You're afraid nothing else is out there. No new jobs. No new people. No new ideas. Well, you're wrong. Humans will always never stop growing, building, creating. So basically, what I'm saying is. People have a scarcity mindset. And like we talked about earlier, when you're in that scarcity mindset, you're not going to want to create. You're not going to want to meet new people. You're going to think there's no one new out here. There's no new jobs. There's nothing I can do. There's no ways to make money. I've already tried all of it. But I'm here to tell you that you haven't. And if you get out of that scarcity mindset and you have that abundance mindset, the law of attraction is crazy. People will start coming to you once you start working on yourself. So it's really important not to be in the scarcity mindset. There's always going to be something. That's because people have hope. And hope sparks something in people, which leads them to create. And a lot of people that are depressed don't really have a lot of hope for their future. And to that, go watch my other video where I tell you how to get out of depression. Even though I'm so depressed. Double standards. So humans will never stop growing, building, creating. It's what we do. It's in our blood. You need to fall in love with creating, not just for others, but for yourself. So basically what I'm saying is work on yourself. Learn how to do things for yourself, which you like doing. Like learn how to become an electrician or learn how to do skincare and learn how to be fit, learn about muscles, learn about a lifestyle that's healthy. And with all of that, you're doing that all for yourself. And then people start coming to you like, hey, you got white teeth, you got clear skin. How you doing all this? And you're just like, well, here's my guide. And maybe you can do it too. And then you start making money off of that, or you start giving it to free or for them for free. And then you start giving to other people. So basically what I'm saying is, and this goes back to my other video, when your cup is full, you can start pouring it into other people's mugs. And that's pretty much how selfless people operate. You can't be selfless if you have to be selfish because your cup is empty. Your cup has to be overflowing. It's what we do. Eating, creating, but for yourself. Build a house for yourself. Build a house for your job, then build a house for yourself. So basically, if you do a job where, let's just say you bake bread, if you like baking bread, then you're going to do it for the job, but you're going to get sick of it. So then you should bake it for yourself, and you might not be sick of it when you get home, but you're so sick of it So then don't do that job. Do it for yourself. Quit the job if you don't actually want to do it and find a new one that you actually want to do. So that's why you got to keep on job hopping and stuff. Maybe that one didn't make a lot of sense. Maybe I'm saying build a for yourself. I don't know what that means. I think that's it. Yeah, that's all I wrote. So basically the last thing I wrote was build a house for your job, then build one for yourself. Does anybody know what that means? It's like, what the fuck? You're the one who wrote it. Okay, hold on. Let me think. Build a house for your job, then build a house for yourself. Oh, I know what I'm saying. So have you ever watched Alex Horzamzi, whatever his name is? He's like a really famous businessman that's on YouTube. He's got long hair. He uses nose strips. He's got like a snapback hat. When you work a 9 to 5, when you get home, you should start working on whatever your passion is, so you can start a business or so you can start something that you actually care about, something you're interested in. So you're building your house. You build a house for when you're in construction, you build a house for your job, and you come home and you start working on your own home. So basically that could be anything. You could be working out for yourself. You could be working on your business. You could be working on your social media. You could be working on anything that builds yourself up. So that's basically what I'm saying. I don't know why I didn't understand that at first, but then again, I don't think I worded like, look at this. Look at my handwriting. Yeah, that's my handwriting. I think that's it. Yeah, that's it. So how always. That is it. So basically, what I was saying in these notes is you're basically afraid of living life because you don't think that you have the ability to do so. And there was another quote, I like living, I just hate my life. So basically that is basically depression. It's like depressed people don't want to live their life. They want to live, they just don't want to live their life. So they want to kill themselves. So they actually do want to live, they just don't want to live in their situation. So depressed, and Jim Carrey said this, was actually like deep rest. And that's why you're depressed. You basically want to sleep. You basically don't want to do anything. You want to put yourself in a deep rest. So basically, to take away from this video, first of all, hit the like button, hit the subscribe down below, and comment down below, who is your favorite arcane character from League of Legends? Hit the like button, seriously, do it. And subscribe, you better subscribe. If you enjoyed this video, if you found my content helpful, if you find it entertaining, if you find it insightful, hit the subscribe button, consider subscribing. My name is AJ Bodie, and I make videos about self-improvement. I make videos about what not to do. I make videos about some of the really, really dumb stuff I've done over the years and some of the unethical things that I've done to solve problems. And I tell you what not to do because I've been through them myself. Now, if you find that, I also do cold approaches, and I try and work on businesses and stuff. Cold approaches later on, a couple more videos down, you'll probably see a cold approach video here and there. If you enjoy that kind of content, I also do pranks that are coming up. If you enjoy that content, make sure you hit the subscribe button and don't miss out. You can tap the bell, but the bell is really annoying, so don't tap the bell. Nobody wants to tap that fucking bell. You can miss out on my video, it's fine. Just make sure you hit subscribe and like the video. That's all I ask. Whenever you see my video, like it, subscribe. You're subscribed, good. Tell your friends, tell your family, subscribe. Now, take away from this video these couple of morals, or these couple of maybe these few lines that I'm about to bestow upon you, this knowledge. You're afraid of life. You're afraid of living your life. You're afraid because you're thinking in a scarcity mindset. You're thinking there's nothing new out there. I don't want to leave my job because I'm afraid that I'll have nothing better. But maybe then don't leave your job and find something better while you're still in there, while you're still in your job. Quiet quit. Go look up what quiet quitting is. Quiet quitting is basically just not doing as much as you used to. Just do the bare minimum of what your job requires you to do. You could also do this in relationships. You could look for a new partner, but that's kind of a dick move. And if you're actually with your girl and your girlfriend and boyfriend committed relationship, I would just talk to her about it. But you can sort of back off from the relationship if you don't live together and just look for someone new. But that's cheating, so don't do that. I really don't recommend that. Once you're in a committed relationship, don't do that. Scumbag. Unless you're just dating. If you're just dating, it's fine. It doesn't matter. Make sure when you get off of work, you're actually working towards something. Don't be scared to fail. When you're young, don't be scared to fail. If you're in your parents' house, try and ask your parents if you can take their house over when they either move out or pass away, or try and work on the house with them. Try and learn the most you can. Try and be more of a partner in business with them than your parents, because you being under them is not going to work anymore. You have to be above them, because parents, teachers cannot be better than their students. Students have to rise above their teachers, always. That's how my mentality is. The student becomes better than the master, always. It always has to be like that. You ever seen Kung Fu Panda? You ever seen Karate Kid? Did Karate Kid beat the... Never mind. I think that's it. I think that's really it. At your job, if you really want to, say fuck you to your boss. See what happens. The less you do for your job, jobs don't care about you. Jobs really don't care about you. If you're getting cucked at your job, if you're getting treated poorly at your job, then you treat your job poorly. If you tell them your concerns and they brush you off, say fuck you. Don't care about your job. You might get laid off, but go find a new job in the process before you get laid off. Anyways, guys, if you found this video helpful, you liked it, and you just had a laugh or something, hit the subscribe button, and I'll see y'all in the next one. Peace.